Hello, friends. Welcome back to World Music Facts. If you enjoyed diving deep into the history of legendary tracks, understanding the creative process, and uncovering the secrets behind your favorite music, make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss a new story. Now, let's expand our journey into the world of the Spice Girls' massive 1996 hit, Say You'll Be There. As we established, Say You'll Be There was a pivotal moment in the rise of girl power. To understand its full impact, we have to look deeper at how the sound and persona were crafted. The song was a brilliant fusion of R&B influenced pop, a signature walking bass line, and the infectious harmonies that defined the group. This was a deliberate move to move beyond the traditional girl group mold of the era towards something more assertive, individualistic, and globally appealing. Let's talk about the production and the group's dynamic. Unlike many pop acts of the 90s, the Spice Girls were heavily involved in the songwriting process. The collaboration with producers Absolute brought a sophisticated, mid-tempo groove that set them apart from the bubblegum pop dominating the charts. The layering of their distinct vocal personalities, scary, sporty, baby, ginger, and posh, created a sonic tapestry where each member was identifiable, a key strategy that helped build their individual brands within the collective. Beyond the sound, we need to discuss the cinematic nature of the music video. It was a high-concept, stylized homage to cult cinema. The members adopted distinct, futuristic personas that showcased them not just as singers, but as characters in a narrative. This reinforced the idea that they were women in control of their own cinematic destinies, turning a simple music video into a defining piece of 90s visual art. Let's dig deeper into production genius. Did you know the song was almost scrapped? During the writing sessions, the group and their producers experimented with dozens of different hooks. The iconic harmonica solo, which many fans consider the signature element of the track, was actually a last-minute addition. It was recorded in a tiny, cramped studio in London, and the producers were initially skeptical. They thought it sounded too bluesy for a pop hit, but the Spice Girls insisted on keeping it. That decision changed the entire mood of the song, giving it a soulful, grounded quality that elevated it above the generic pop of that decade. Now, let's explore the vocal arrangements. If you listen closely to the isolated vocal tracks, you can hear the incredible precision of the harmonies. It wasn't just about singing together. It was about vocal engineering. Each member had a specific frequency they occupied, allowing their voices to blend perfectly without losing their unique texture. This level of detail in the studio is what gave the track its longevity. It was built to be played on everything from local radio speakers to stadium sound systems. New expansion starts here. Beyond the studio, we must address the sheer logistical miracle of the Spice Girls branding during this era. Say You'll Be There was the second single from their debut album, and it carried the heavy burden of proving they weren't a one-hit wonder. When it landed at number one, it validated their strategy of intense, round-the-clock press engagement. They were living, breathing advocates for their own art, often editing their own music videos and personally choosing their visual aesthetics to ensure that every frame matched their girl power mission. Another layer to consider is the geopolitical landscape of 90s pop music. The Spice Girls were a British export that broke the American wall of music. At the time, global charts were notoriously difficult for UK girl groups to conquer. Say You'll Be There became a bridge between British urban pop and American R&B charts, a crossover that very few artists had achieved previously. It demonstrated that music, when infused with a clear, universal message of friendship, could transcend borders and cultural divides, essentially globalizing the pop sound of the late 90s. Furthermore, we should talk about the lasting technical influence on modern pop production. If you listen to modern tracks by artists like Dua Lipa or Ariana Grande, you can hear the lineage of Say You'll Be There. The song popularized the use of a speaking-in-rhythm vocal style mixed with pure singing, a technique the Spice Girls mastered. They taught future generations of pop stars how to use their voices as instruments of personality rather than just pitch. They proved that charisma is a legitimate musical talent. Expansion ends. Another fascinating, often overlooked fact is the cultural environment of the time. Say You'll Be There arrived when the music industry was desperate for a fresh narrative. The track's success proved that a group of 5 women from diverse backgrounds could dominate global charts by being unapologetically themselves. It solidified their reputation as icons who could command large-scale choreography while maintaining a signature, effortless cool that millions of fans try to emulate. But let's look at the cultural impact more broadly. The track didn't just top the charts in 1996. It became a cornerstone of the 90s pop explosion. From the iconic outfits featured in their music videos to the way the song was used in their film Spice World, the song's shelf life is infinite. It proved that a well-produced, high-concept pop song could serve as the anchor for a global cultural phenomenon, transcending music to become a symbol of female friendship and independence. Consider the girl power phenomenon itself. It wasn't just a marketing slogan. It was a movement that began with this track. The song's message of unconditional support, "Say You'll Be There," became a hymn for a generation of young women. It was the first time in mainstream pop history that the focus was shifted from the romantic pursuit of a man to the importance of loyalty between friends. This subtle lyrical shift changed the blueprint for every girl group that followed. We also have to consider how this song influenced the next generation of pop stars. Artists today often cite the Spice Girls as the gold standard for blending individual personality with mainstream accessibility. It showed the industry that you didn't have to choose between creating an image and delivering genuine, chart-topping hooks. You could have both and redefined the industry in the process. Even the lyrics have sparked interest over the years. Is it about a casual promise? Is it a bold demand for loyalty? By focusing on the concept of commitment, both to a partner and to the group's mission, the song resonates with anyone navigating the complexities of friendship and romance. It remains a hallmark of 90s nostalgia that continues to feel fresh today. As we wrap up this expanded look, think about how different the 90s would sound without that iconic bass line. It represents the true globalization of pop music, proving that British acts could capture the world's attention with sound that felt both local and universal. Before we conclude, if you enjoyed this deeper exploration into the legend of Say You'll Be There, please hit that like button. Share this video with fellow music lovers. Drop a comment telling us what you think was the most surprising fact you learned today. And subscribe to World Music Facts. Your support allows us to continue bringing you these hidden stories behind the music you love. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next World Music Facts.